David Polton. I'm currently out here after it has rained to discuss about audiovisual. Back then, I graduated at the age of only 17 years old. Then my parents took me to college and paid for me to take welding school. This was around 2010 to 2013, so I already attended 2 years in college for a welding certificate that had no value because no place would hire me. Around this time, I make a video while I was out there in about 20 degrees saying I want to get into audio visual, not welding, because I already had the skills in me because of my YouTube channel that reached 400,000 views. So wait a minute here, I already had years of experience creating videos. I told my parents, but they refused to comply. They said that they're going to still send me through college to get this welding in. And once I got my certificate, I was going to apply at every single place possible to see if I can get a welding job, so that way I can save up the money to go back to college to get the degree I want, since my parents refuse to purchase or spend any money in that particular field for me. At the time, my parents kept taunting me to get in a dangerous relationship. And, I wanted to get out of the house some way. At the time, I was considering about grabbing my passport and moving up to Canada to be taken care of by a music studio owner who lives in Jasper National Park up in Canada. He ends up moving to France with a brand new life. So then I decided to move into a group home called Providence Place. They said they will help teach me independence and to learn how to live on my own, but they kept placing me under home arrest. Told me, because of contract agreement, they have rights to call the police and have me arrested for violating contract agreement if I have violated any rules or regulations they place. There's one man who worked for the Air Force Base as a programmer with 30 years of experience, said that God given him a vision that I would launch a video series that would become successful. It would be massive. And he goes ahead and tells me about it. He was willing to get in a contract agreement saying $1 million is yours and I'll pay for a bachelor's degree in audiovisual under one condition: the video series must be dependent on him. He makes what the series is going to be about instead of what is actually intended on my own. And that's what caused this to fail, because God given him a vision about me becoming successful in a video series. That is on me, what the series should be about, not how he wants a video series about the American dream, about how people become successful. If I launch a video series about how people in life became successful and wealthy, that's not going to help a person's emotional state and spirituality like I have planned for with a brand new series I'm going to be working on with the help of 12 people. So this guy gives up on me and says that I lost the opportunity God has given. That certainly was proven wrong, because then I was running cameras for Linwood Spangler's Prophecy of Hope series. Then I was selected to help even locally, a international TV station to run their cameras. And now I have 2 years of experience running cameras. What did it take? It took a lot of faith, because I started with absolutely nothing but a YouTube channel that I made at the age of 13 on video games. And now here I am as a video producer and audio visual specialist, plus a certified photographer with 6 months experience on top of that. And as a video producer, that gives me experience to create flyers for websites and billboards. So in a broad scale, I have gained so much experience that could be used to launch my own video series. It took so much faith to start off with entirely nothing. Your parents don't believe you'll become successful in this particular field. The group home discouraged my career because they told me my disability prevents me from getting any form of audio or visual technical skills that could be used for a job. They told me it's useless and to give up. The guy who worked for the Air Force Base, given up because he believes that I'm not going the way he wanted me to go, when it's what God wants me to make a video series where I need to decide how this is going to go. Not for him to make me a tool to get his way for something for his entertainment. So who believes that I have the potential then in audiovisual? God does. And it's clear, because I want to have God in here to be an audiovisual specialist for 2 years, and now since January 1st a video producer. There's no way that could have been a possibility without anything, but it was in the hands of God as to why I gained this experience needed. PSAV were impressed about how well my resume was and the skills so relevant to the job. They were willing to bump up $2 more per hour than their minimum wage of 13, because it shows that I have worked so hard to get where I'm at now. You know who sees the potential in me would be Sid, the chief operator of Scenic Hills, aka 3 Even Locally, and also Elizabeth, who has 2 bachelor's degrees. So these are 2 individuals who are talented, who has gained a strong reputation, and they see the potential. But people in the group home, which they call a work training center, believes that there's no possibility whatsoever because of my disability. My parents don't see the possibility. But look where I'm at now. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this video series. I'm running out of time because already we have 1 participant who has stage 3 cancer and is currently homeless, so can't afford the funds, and is probably not going to be able to afford anything to help out with the next job. So I'm going to be setting up a GoFundMe for my video series, and hopefully this will become successful like what God believes. He didn't just make me for no given reason. Yes, I do look forward at making my own novel, and it is really popular that people want to see and read this poetic picture novel. But the problem is my skills are stronger in audiovisual than poetry. As you can see, poetry is right now the lowest profiting. So if I was to launch this novel, there's a possibility that I won't be able to make any money off of it.